Welcome everyone, I'm Alex and today we're building a very simple and easy to build villager breeder that you can do in Minecraft 1.16.5, so let's get straight into it. Alrighty, what do you need to build this farm? 81 dirt, 1 hoe, 6 stacks of building blocks if you want to build it in this style, a bucket of water, 2 stacks of carrots, 5 beds, 3 trapdoors, 1 composter, powered rails as you need to transport your villagers from ground level up to the farm, and as many rails as you need, and obviously a minecart to transport your villagers. Alright, so this is the area we have selected for our villager breeder. So we're just going to put down some scaffolding and we're going to have 20 blocks. Alright, so that's 20. Now we're going to climb up 20 blocks and then we're going to start putting our dirt down to start our farm. Okay, so that's the first layer of dirt. That is what we're going to put a bucket of water on. So we need to go one more higher, and there we go. Now we're going to go out in the 4 cardinal directions, 5 blocks from the center. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you just need to repeat this another 4 times. Once we've gone out 4 from the center, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, we are just going to fill this in on all 4 sides, and this will give us our farm. Alright, so now we need to find the middle of our farm, which is there, and we want to put in a single bucket of water. Then we want to put another piece of dirt here, and we want to put our composter there. Now what I do recommend you do is you either take another solid block and you put it above the composter like that. It's to stop the villagers from jumping on the composter. Now we want to surround our farm with glass or another building material. You don't want to get your villagers killed. I highly suggest you build this closed. So that's what we're going to do now, and we're going to till the land. So we're just going to start hoeing the land or tilling it, and to make it all saturated. Perfect for our carrots. So the farm I'm going with today is a carrot farm. A carrot or a potato farm would be suitable for this farm. Okay, so our carrots are planted so they can start growing until we get our villagers in. My own farm over there is going crazy. Okay, so next, this is going to be our villager drop chute. So from the edge of the farm, the last block here, you want to go out 3 blocks. So 1 is 2, and then we'll just go 1 more is 3. And on the 3rd block, we're just going to surround this in like that. And then we're going to break that. So this hole here is going to be our villager drop chute. So now we want to drop it all the way down 20 blocks. So that's what we're basically going to do. We're going to drop down 20 blocks and then start building our way back up. Again, I'm just going to stick to the red concrete and white glass. And I'm just going to do a very simple villager collection system with this. The next video will connect into our zombie conversion system. So let's do that. Alright, so we're going to do a brief rundown of how our villager or baby villager collection system works. So the baby villagers will be bred up here, then they'll try and get to the beds, which we're going to build next, and then they will run and jump down, try and jump in the beds, jump down the chute, fall into the water stream, and then they'll be pushed into this corner where they'll grow up. Now this is obviously this will be part 2 of the next system we're going to build, but it won't be for this video, it'll be for the next video. But then you can collect your villagers from here, and it's a nice little collecting pool because they all get funneled into that right corner, which you can use then a minecart to collect them with. Alright, so next thing we need to do is our bed system, because they've changed the mechanics of the beds. They have to be a minimum of a set number of beds and spacings and all this kind of stuff, but I'm going to show you very quickly how that works. Okay, so we're going back up to build our bed system. So all I've done is punched a hole through there in the water next to the water stream, and I'm just going to swim up it into the farm itself, and there we are. So that's a way you can get up if you need to. Alright, so we just need to temporarily build it closed. Okay, And we actually need, it's easier to leave that open. First thing we're going to need is a trap door. We're going to put a trap door, actually that needs to go one down. So we need a trap door there, close the trap door. We need another trap door there, close it, and there, close it. So what this does, this fools the villagers into believing they can walk across this gap. It also fools zombies or any other mobs. Once the wall is built, they'll try and get across here, but they can't. If you really want to make it safe, you can just do it like that, and off you go. They'll jump in and they'll fall down the hole, which then puts them into the water chute. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is our beds. Now the beds is what makes this farm work. I did quite a lot of testing on different styles of farms by many different people, and this was the one I found that it's with some minor changes on my part that I managed to get to work. So if you put a bed there, it's not going to work. It's too close. What you need to do is put it on this block here, and there we go. So you need to have 1 block spacing between the last trapdoor and your first bed. Now you're going to go out sideways 2 blocks this side. It's easier just to build it like that. And you're going to put a bed there, and you're going to repeat the process on this side as well. All of this does, mistakes were made, is to make the villagers believe there is enough beds for them to breed. How the mechanic works, there has to be enough blank empty beds for the villagers to try and believe they can get to. So that's what they're trying to do here. They believe they can cross this. So that means there's a free bed for them to claim, and that's what they're trying to do. Now we're just going to go out here 2 blocks, and we're going to put another bed there. And you have to have a minimum of 5 beds for this to work. It will not work if you don't have enough beds. Okay, and there we go. So that's the bed system. It's really simple, but it must be in this 5x5 configuration, or it's not going to work. You must do it like this. All right. What you can now do is just break all the blocks underneath all these beds here like that, and that. Same with that one. And you can do the same thing for the middle bed. You can just leave it like this. Leave these blocks surrounding like here, because this gives the beds a pathing system. Because the villagers can actually get to a bed diagonally like that. Alright, so that is your villager bed system complete. So we can just take a shortcut down, go into our water collection system, and there we go. Now the villagers would stand here and your minecart would come through from below and collect them. Is very simple. You'll notice that for the eagle-eyed amongst you, you'll notice this block looks exactly the same as that one, because it is. It's the same way I would transport my villagers normally. So water on the right-hand corner, or depending where's your right, and pushes the villager to this corner where the minecart tracks actually intersect underneath the block, and that will pull the villagers to the top. So let's give this a test, shall we? And there we go. So there's the first villager off to the heavens, and now we need our second villager. Off to the heavens they go. Okay, now, now obviously you want to do these one at a time, but just to save time, we're doing this all in one shot. Now we're just going to build these 2 guys closed, and we're going to break their minecarts like that. Okay, and voila, we now have our villagers. Did I not break his minecart? I broke the carrots. Okay, so he's picked up the farmer trade from the composter, which is great. And now, to get this to work, what you actually have to do is you have to throw carrots at them, which I just deleted my carrots. All right. So now they'll pick up the carrots, and you ignore me. There we go. You can see there, they are starting to trade with each other. Once they start trading with each other, they will then... Oh, that was quick. Wow. All right, the love hearts will start breeding. And now if we built this correctly, there should be a baby villager will pop out. And that means the farm is functional. There we go. There goes the villager. And he's immediately going for the beds. He goes into the system here. And I just want to block that up so he doesn't try and escape. All right. And there you guys can see. Simple enough to build. Now we can just clean all of this up like that. And we need to fill in that, fill in that hole. All right, and then our farm is basically fully A for away. Now what we can do is we're going to make this look a bit neater and put some carrots back down there like that. And that is your village breeder, guys. This does work in 1.16.5. It's very easy to build. Attached to this video will be the next video, which will show you how to make an automatic zombie converter from these villagers. So stay tuned for that. Well, everybody, that's that. Very simple and easy to build farm. So stay tuned for part 2 of the series, which is going to be our villager converter and curing station, and then part 3, which is going to be our villager trading hall. So you'll get cheap trades out of this quite easily. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to subscribe and keep safe, keep well. We'll be back really soon with more content for you. Cheers.